Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Gerel Matta. Today we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial and we're going to be trying some new palettes from Mcgrath. I'm so excited. I have these two palettes in my collection. I actually had them on my wish list for a little while, actually before they even became available, and finally I was able to go to the store and purchase it. I was only going to get this one right here because it has all this purple and pink colors that I do have in my collection, but not a lot of it, especially in the Mcgrath kind of formula. So I was super excited about this one, but after swatching and playing with the colors at Sephora with this palette, I could not leave it. I had to get it. So I was on vacation. I'm a little bit off right now, but you know, we're gonna push through. And yeah, I feel super happy to be back in camera and talking to you guys, and I cannot wait to get these eyeshadows in my eyes. So before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. You can also click on the little bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video, which is every single week. And yeah, if you are interested in the look that we are going to come up with, please keep on watching. So I prime my eyes using the NARS concealer, and this one is the Soft Matte Concealer in Ginger. Okay, so we're going to go into this eye palette first. This one is the Mthrshp Sublime Bronze Ambition. So it has this little elastic to keep the palette closed. So then you just take it out, and this is the way that it opens. And then you have your mirror, and you have the little clear cover that actually protects the eyeshadows, but it also has the names of the eyeshadows right here, which it totally sucks because I wish that the eyeshadow names were underneath every single eyeshadow, because more than likely I'm going to lose this, or I'm just going to have to put it away because it's going to be annoying to get into the eyeshadows. These are the shades right here. So this one is called the Mthrshp Subversive. So it has the same packaging, and it has your mirror right here, as well as a little plastic. Let me just take it out so it doesn't blind you. And these are the shades for the palette. So I'm going to be grabbing this shade right here, which is called Throwing Shade. So I'm going to be using my E40 brush by Sigma, and I'm going to be placing that shade all over my crease. So I will also link the last video that I made using the Mcgrath palette that I purchased. That was my first one, and I did a review on that one as well. And on that palette, it did not have any mattes at all. So I am super happy that I actually have a matte to work with. And this one is it, and it's really nice and beautiful. And I'm just putting this on my crease and just working it, my outer crease all the way to my inner crease. And I'm just using this very nice fluffy brush. Alright, now using this shade right here, which is called Gold Rush, using a MAC 239 brush, and I'm going to pack this color on my lid, and I'm bringing it really high up, a little bit passing my crease. And I'm going to bring it halfway. Wow, this color, look at the pigment on this color. It doesn't emphasize any of my texture on my lids or anything like that, which I totally love these eyeshadows. And that is not a wet eyeshadow. This is all dry. So I can only imagine how it is when it's wet. It's gonna be like super insane. Now using the other side of the brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here, and this one is called Bronze Struck. So let's go ahead and put that on the other half of our lid. And this one is a little bit more of a bronzy, of course, bronzy darker shade. And I'm just gonna stand it out. Blending brush again, grabbing a little bit more of the Throwing Shade on the crease. Okay, so now going into this shade, which is called Guilt Trip, I'm going to just place that in the inner part of my lid, like the inner corner. So as you can see, it blended really nice. and there's not a lot of fallout. If you can see, there's not a lot of fallout under my eyes, which is great. I'm going to go and put my brows and foundation, and I'll be right back. So we're gonna go ahead and finish the eyeshadows on the bottom. So I'm going to grab this shade right here, which is Throwing Shade, with a very nice fluffy brush, very small, and I'm going to just place that on my lower lashes. Okay, now grabbing Gold Rush with a Sigma E21, I'm going to grab that and I'm just going to work that on my lower lashes, but in the inner part of my lower lashes. Now with the same brush, I'm going to go into this shade right here, and that one again is Guilt Trip, and I'm going to place that in the very inner corner of my eye, again just to intensify it, because after all that blending we probably lost some intensity of that shade. Okay, now to open up my eyes just a little bit and to make them brighter, I'm going to be using this pencil right here, which is the NC15 and W20, and this one is a MAC pencil, and I'm just going to place that on my waterline. Okay, and I'm going to slightly curl my lashes. So I'm using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, and I'm just going to coat my lashes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some color back in my face. I'm using the L'Oreal bronzer. I really love this bronzer. So for highlighter, I'm going to be using these shades right here. This one is from Milani and it's called Rose Glow. I'm going to be using this color right here in the middle first. So for blush, I'm going to be using my Benefit palette, which is called the Blush Bar. I'm super excited I have this. I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is called California, and I am using it on a really nice fluffy brush, and this one is by Sonia Kashuk. Okay, so yeah, this is the final look. Alright, so let's go on to the swatches. So this is Gold Trip right here. Okay, so the next one is Bronze Struck. The next shade is Copper Rice. This one is Elysian. Does feel a little bit more gritty because of the glitter that it has. It has a golden, like gold glitter. Next one is the only matte shade in the palette, and this one is called Throwing Shade. And the last one is Gold Rush. And that is it for that palette. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's start. This one is Pale Fire. Next is Purple Rain. Next is Gold Nectar. The next one is the only matte shade Paranormal. The next one is Rose Risque, and this one is more like a satin. And the last shade that we have is Euphoria. And these are the swatches. that is it for the eye look as well as the swatches. I hope that you actually enjoy this video. My final thoughts, these two palettes are definitely worth it, especially if you don't have anything like this in your collection. If you want to try anything from Pat McGrath, in order for you to actually wear it all the time, I will definitely go with this one right here because it has all of your gold neutral colors that you need, and the quality, it is so amazing. It's so buttery and super pigmented, so it's definitely a worth palette. Now if you want to have a little bit of fun for the spring and summer, this one is definitely a palette to pick up as well. So yeah, you definitely cannot go wrong with neither of these two palettes. I will list all the products that I use on my face down in the description bar as well. And yeah, if you have any questions, any requests or anything like that, let me know in the comment section down below. My next one is definitely making a tutorial with this palette. I promise you is coming either this week or next week, so you will see a tutorial using this palette. So yeah, don't forget to click the little bell so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.